When we have lived for a long time in a place, we get used to the characteristics of this place. We become familiar with its customs, tradition, food, people, and many other things. We develop a sense of belonging to the place and become part of its society. This can conflict when we get to know new cultures, as stated by Massionis, John, and Linda Herbert in 2010. Culture shock is an experience a person may have when moving to a cultural environment that is different from one's own. It is also the personal disorientation a person may feel when experiencing a familiar way of life due to the migration or a visit a new country, a change between social environments, or simply the transition to another type of life. To talk better about this, I invited a Colombian friend who is currently living in Europe. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Camilo. I am good, and you?
I'm fine, thanks. So, Patricia, tell me a little bit about you and your life in Europe.
My name is Patricia Talaga. I live in Europe since almost 3 years ago. I got married. I have a husband and a child. Life in Europe is a little bit difficult because I am living far away from my country, far away from my family, far away from my culture.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's a very beautiful experience.
Could you tell me about your first impressions when you arrived there?
My first impressions, well, when I decided to move to the Netherlands, I became an au pair, and when I used to live before in United States,
Mm-hmm.
and in United States everything is big, big buildings, big
Mm-hmm.
houses. And here in the Netherlands everything is small because the Netherlands is a small country, but very organized, clean, safe, and it is very beautiful.
We can say that in architecture, Popayan is more similar to Netherlands than United States.
Mm, Popayan in some structures, yeah, is similar because it's small.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small country. Yeah.
Eh,
Compared to United States, well, that is a big country.
okay. Has
I don't know if I understood your question.
no, you're right. Uh,
Yeah.
had it been difficult for you to adapt to this new place?
No, it is not difficult because I have been far away from my country since almost 8 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it has been pretty easy to adapt because I have here my husband and my son.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that there are some aspects that are so difficult to get used to. For example, the language.
Mm-hmm.
Dutch is a very difficult language. It's a
Mm-hmm.
Germanic language, similar to English, but it's very difficult to learn.
So the 3 years that you have been there, you have talked in English, and you told me that you're learning the new language.
Uh, yeah, in the house we speak English, sometimes Spanish and Dutch. But outside, I cannot speak English because people doesn't like that. People they don't like that. They like that you speak the language of the country, Dutch in this case, and that is they find that very important to do.
But the most of the people that live there speak English?
Yeah, most of them they speak English because English is the second language of the Dutch people. But the old people in this area, we live close to Germany. They don't like to speak in English. They prefer to speak in Dutch because that is the good way to get to know the person, to get to know the culture.
Okay. So in the next question, how have the people there have treated you?
Sorry?
How have people there treated you? How are they with you?
So I cannot understand the question.
How they are with you? They behave with you?
Yeah. Oh, here Dutch people, they are very friendly and they are not racist. They understand the difference. And they understand that you are learning the language and the effort that you do in order to speak it.
They are different from the people from your culture, from Colombia?
In Colombia, we are happy people.
Yes.
And here they are more. Here Dutch people are a little bit more serious. But in Colombia, we are like party people, happy, every time happy. There is a problem, we solve it with a phrase or no.
Yes.
With a expression, but here, you have to be objective.
I think there is in common a party every weekend in there, as here.
Sorry?
I think it is in common a party every weekend, like here.
Yeah. But here, most of people they are more serious, more focused.
Okay. How similar is the reality of living in the Europe to what the media show us, what we watch on TV, or about what is living in Europe?
Well, I can talk about living in the Netherlands. Well, actually, in the media, when I lived in Colombia, there were not too much information about this country. When I decided to move, I really didn't have any idea about the language, about the culture, but I wanted to learn. And the only thing that I read at that time was that this is the Viking country. That for everywhere you want to go, you can go with your bike because this is a small country and it's very flat. And yeah, it was true.
It's true.
Yeah, the Viking. Yeah.
It's true that Europeans talk more than one language?
Yes. For example, this is a really multicultural country. There are a lot of refugees from different countries, Syria, Pakistan, Afghanistan, well, from different countries. And here you can find people speaking in English, French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that
and kids and the kids, since they are very small, they start speaking in English because the TV is in Dutch, but with subtitles in English.
okay, okay. That's awesome. I guess your son is gonna be able to speak more than one language too.
I hope so.
He's
Yeah.
gonna learn
Mm-hmm.
Spanish, English, Dutch. That's
Yeah, but actually, it is a big challenge because to educate a bilingual kid is not an easy task.
But I guess if you talk with him in Spanish, like how old is he?
He is 1 year and a half.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for accepting my invitation and sharing your experience with me.
You're welcome, and it is nice to share my experience with you.
Okay, so I hope one day we can meet in Netherlands when I start to
Yeah.
traveling.
Yeah, you are welcome.
Okay, thank you. So, and finally, I would like to add that from my point of view, life is an album of experience and memories. No matter where we go, we will always be able to find new things that enrich our spirit and teach us to evolve as thinking beings.